Energy communities have been generating immense interest, especially in France, as a key method to democratize energy consumption. Mohamed, what has been driving this interest?
So several factors can explain this growing interest. I would like to highlight two of them. So the first one would be the social and environmental impacts. So thanks to energy sharing, people can be real actor of the ecological transition at their local scale, and they can mobilize around them, around the community project that promotes the renewables and also foster their acceptability. Secondly, I will highlight the economic aspects. Thanks to the local generation coming from the energy sharing system, people can reduce the volume that they buy from their supplier, hence saving money on their electricity bill. Everyone has witnessed the dramatic changes and impact of the war last year in Ukraine, and also still implementing into the market, reaching unprecedented market prices that were a burden for the final customer. So people, local authorities, small and medium companies, and all types of entities can find with energy sharing, like PPAs, a way to save money and to match their expectations.
So through energy communities, the consumer can be protected from price volatility. With that in mind, what are the broader impacts on the energy market of energy communities as they are adopted more in scale?
Yeah, so first one should bear in mind that the rationale behind the development of this energy sharing system are not the same as the electric market goals. So first, it was designed in order to allow people to be involved and to accept the development of renewable capacity, and in the meantime to save money on their electricity bill. But still, if you were to compare the limitations of this energy sharing system with this rationale of the energy market, you will figure it out that the market is much more regulated. You will have some obligations that are very strict for suppliers and for balance responsible entities that do not apply for all these energy communities. They don't have to predict how they will consume, how they will produce, and how they will share the electricity beforehand. That is the duty of all these actors within the electric sector. So if we were to have more participants, more wider operations as energy sharing operations, it will have for sure an impact of the rules that apply to them, and we can be pretty much sure that the legislators and regulators won't keep it that simple, because otherwise it might threaten the balance within the market, and the duty of the regulators and legislators is to keep a proper design in order to allow all types of participants to enter the market, whether you're an energy community or you're a professional of the sector.
I'm glad you brought in this position of the legislators, the regulators. Is the concept of energy communities in this regard being developed to its true potential? And if not, what more do you think can be done from policymakers, from energy regulators, to really bring it alive, to bring it to its true potential?
Yeah. First, we should also bear in mind that the electric system is a complex system. So if we want to involve all these people, these entities that are not truly pure players of the electrical system, we should try to facilitate their integration. But by saying this, it's just like easy to do this. It's not that easy, to do this. You have to implement some rules, you have to have some pedagogy, some communication with them, and sometimes you will have impacts on the legal aspects. For example, it do not only depend on the energy aspects, energy code aspects. You will have also, for local authorities, code aspects, tax, and so on. So it takes time to assess all these impacts on these regulations. And for example, I like to take the example in France, because we have developed our system for now more than 5 years, and we have been through step by step. We began first with a limited perimeter, then we extended to a geographical perimeter. We increased the condition of access with subsidies scheme and incentive schemes, and it was done, step by step, with the regulation and policymakers ready to put into practice these evolutions in order to match the expectations of the stakeholders, actors. So it takes time. You cannot expect this to be fully integrated at first, but still with time we have witnessed that it's possible, and we still keep enthusiastic about this.
Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights. For the latest insights and to stay up to date, make sure to join the Enlit community.